Hello, my friends. Welcome to Restless Barbarian Gaming. And tonight we begin our first Werewolf the Apocalypse Chronicle here on the channel. We've been waiting to do this for a while. I've been talking about wanting to run Werewolf for a long time, and now we're finally here. Tonight's our session 0, where we're going to get to meet our players. Some of them are going to look familiar. Actually, they're all going to look familiar to you, but you're used to seeing them as blood-sucking creatures of the night. They're a little different in this one, so they're going to be day-stalking creatures of the whatever. Anyway, if this is your first time here, thank you for joining us. Go ahead and give us a like and subscribe. Help us with that algorithm. Try to get more spooky werewolf Cthulhu kind of crap going. Anyway, let's go ahead and start meeting our players. I'm gonna pick on Aloysius first, and let's find out who you're playing tonight.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I had a gut feeling you'd choose me first. I will be playing Otto Miller, a mid-30s divorced single dad to a moody teenage girl. And he works private security at a Pentex subsidiary.
Awesome. That'll make things a little interesting.
Totally cool.
When I heard that, I was like, excellent.
Yep, I was like, let's make my life as difficult as possible right off the bat. Let's do it.
All righty. Well, let's bring in Whispers.
Oh, really? So I can't make the I'm going last joke? I see how it is.
Exactly. Gonna put you right in the middle child.
I was the middle child last game. Don't do this to me. I'm an only child. This game, hi, I'm playing Diana. They are the first of her entire bloodline to grow up in America. They are a Greek American family, immigrants, and she is your traditional type A personality.
Oh, awesome. There should be no difficulty with them. So, and let's talk to Jen. You are muted.
You're muted, Jen.
Fun. Okay, let's try that again.
Here we go.
I muted it because my bird was making noises. You know? Anyway, so I'm Jen. I'm playing Alice Monroe. She is a librarian, and she just turned 40, maybe a couple weeks ago. There's my bird chiming in. I hope you can't hear that.
Gotta make your opinion known.
Yes, it's a cockatiel. It's yes, and it's going to. But anyway, so Alice is very shy, kind of timid. She's good with computers a little bit because you have them at libraries. People come in to check out their genealogy, you know. So, yeah, I need a mute for my bird, honestly.
Well, I would say just keep yourself muted when you're not speaking.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay.
Oh, you better mute your bird. Might squawk something controversial to the bird community.
Wait, Whispers, quick. What is Diana's last name?
Oh God, you're
awesome.
It is Totolete.
Okay. I was like, are we all gonna have last names that start with M? It might happen.
So here's the fun thing. Is so as a type A, she's a perfectionist by nature. Her last name is the ancient Greek word for perfectionism. Her first name means angel, an angel of God. So literally, she is an angel of perfection by her name.
That won't start a complex in anybody.
No. Definitely she doesn't have a complex.
Mommy and Daddy really prepared her for the real world, didn't they?
Well, by real world, they thought she was going to be a big shot American lawyer.
Yeah.
Not a werewolf. By the way, we are better than vampires because we're civilized. They drink direct blood. We just eat the steaks raw.
Oh. It's misspelled by one letter. She doesn't know it yet.
Actually, no, it's spelled correctly. She just doesn't speak ancient Greek. She speaks modern Greek as her third language. There's two she learned before that. She learned Greek as her first language, then she learned Spanish, then she learned English.
All right. Well, let me just tell everyone a little bit about the format of the game. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be having a separate episode for each character's first change. We're going to role play that out, and we're going to have a session dedicated to each character's first change. So, just in the ways of the calendar, on a week from today, on the 25th, we will have Diana's first change. On the 28th, Sunday, we will have Alice's first change. And then on Thursday, the 1st, we will have Otto's first change. So that means our first episode with everyone together will be on June the 8th. But who knows? I might invite people to join in maybe some other people's changes. We'll see. Just kind of see what happens. This will be a 20th anniversary version of Werewolf with some slight tweaks. I've made a couple changes, some things that I didn't like in some of the older editions. I think they're for the better, cleaning some things up. So we're not a totally rules-heavy group. If this is your first time here, if you see me stumbling for a rule, it's because I don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing sometimes. I'm really just winging it sometimes. Story always comes first here. If something sounds really cool, sure, you can do it. You'll see I lean heavily on Aloysius for rules.
Well, don't do that. You can do that for Vampire. Don't do that
for Vampire. Okay. I know how to do it.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike the VTM, which this book lives by me every moment of every day.
Oh, jeez, I didn't even notice the bookmarks. God.
I cannot say the same for W20. So
that's why we have the book at our side, and we will look things up as we go. We will be just going into a little bit of the history of each character tonight, a little bit. I'm going to give you just a little more information about the world. This game is considered what I'm calling post-apocalypse. About 20 years have passed since what they called the final battle. Most of what you want to call legendary Geru, high-ranking Geru, perished in a prolonged battle against the worm. But the world did not erupt into flame. The streets didn't crack open and demons start walking the streets, except melee. But the world is definitely different, just like the world of darkness. Things are a little darker here. People are maybe a little more aggressive than maybe they are in real life. It's a shame how in the 20 years since they did write the apocalypse, how the world has become darker, and the world of darkness is almost pretty close to our own. But you will find that all of the aspects of the triad have changed. The worm is probably weaker than it was, but you're going to find there was some strength gained by the Weaver and the Wild. In terms of the Geru Nation, it was fractured badly in the final battle, and the survivors are really still cleaning up all the pieces. The world didn't crumble, again, thanks to the sacrifice of the older generation. But those that remain really right now have no time for politics. There's work to be done. The sacred sites must be preserved, and the alliances restored with the spirits. Strength comes from within the pack, not the bloodline or the tribe that one comes from. So this game will probably not be leaning as heavily on Geru politics. It's going to focus more on the pack, their development, and we'll just kind of see how things go from there. So it may not be meeting the legendary Geru, because most of them don't exist anymore. This is a time really for new heroes to emerge. let's see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each character. They've kind of told us a little bit about themselves, but I want to just kind of go back through a couple things. And I think I'm going to start with Otto. So where's Otto from?
Oh, where is he from? I don't think I had actually nailed down exactly where he's from because I wasn't sure like where the game was gonna take place.
Well, the game will be set in the Pacific Northwest. Your characters not necessarily have to be from there. It actually almost would be preferable if they're not.
Okay.
They may want to be from somewhere maybe east of there, south of there. I mean, they could be from LA. They could be from the Midwest. But yeah, just getting an idea where they're from.
Okay.
So I kind of know where I'm starting off that first episode.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking like New England area, probably somewhere around there.
That works. Okay. And they work for a Pentex company. I think we talked about was the gun manufacturer.
Yeah.
Or have you maybe changed that?
Well, yeah. I don't know if it would necessarily see because they're just like manufacturing weaponry, so I don't think it would really make sense for them to have like a private security force or anything because they're on the like smaller end because they're manufacturing things. They don't like need protection per se.
We can look.
I remember you said one before the gun manufacturer.
Yeah,
but I don't remember which one it was offhand.
I'm going to look it up. And the scary thing is I just typed in Pentex and I got Pentax. And yeah, they had, here we go. All else fails, go to the wiki.
Everybody's best friend.
Exactly. Here they have lots of different companies, and one of them is actually in our vampire game, Consolidex Worldwide. If you guys didn't know that, that is the company that that our friend works for. He works for a Pentex company.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep. We have Artis Industries, which is waste management. Avalon Incorporated, a toy manufacturer.
Imagine a toy manufacturer hiring a private security force. That'd be hilarious.
Endron International, the oil company. That's always probably a good choice. Harold and Harold Mining Incorporated. Let's see. I love this one. Gaia Research, an independent PR research firm. Hallahan Fishing Company. Here it is. Herculean Firearms Incorporated. That was the name of it. King Breweries. That's always a popular. Magadon, which is a pharmaceutical company. That's an idea.
Yeah. That one has potential.
Yeah. There's a computer company. The one I always loved was PCP, Politically Corrupt Productions. And of course
they're like, we know what we're about, and we're not hiding it.
Yep. and of course they had Black Dog Game Factory, which was one of my favorites. There's a Telus is a computer company. I think Magadon or King probably have, or Endron. They're the big ones.
Yeah, I'd say let's go with the pharmaceutical company.
Pharmaceuticals? Okay, so that would be Magadon. Okay. All right, so
cool.
He works for Magadon as basically like a private security force, right?
Yeah.
I can work with that. Okay. I think you mentioned he does have a family.
Yes, he is a divorced single father of one teenage daughter.
How old is he?
He is 35. I was thinking his daughter is around like 15, 16, so he had her like pretty young.
Okay. Yeah, that would be what, 17.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, like 17 to
Okay.
19, somewhere around there.
And that's going to be one thing in our game is these are not all necessarily teenagers having their first change. You're going to see there's some older people having their first change, which was something I thought would be kind of interesting. That now that some of the environment has changed, the new cubs that are being found are perhaps essentially coming of age later than maybe they normally would be. So that's something that's changed since the apocalypse, and maybe for the worse. Who knows? Let's see what else we got. We know his occupation. How does he like his job?
He likes it well enough. He gets along with, like his coworkers on the actual private security force, and he personally has to deal rather minimally with like the actual people running the company. So he can't really complain.
Okay. Military background?
Yes, I'd say he was in the Marines for a little bit there before he started doing this.
Okay. Because of the notes I had, I started off with that he had been recruited right out of college, but he may have just been recruited right out of the Marines. So he might have, but you can think about that. Think about, did he go to college? Did he, did he come straight out of the Marines? I would think if he went in the Marines at 18, typical enlistment's like 4 or 5 years. So maybe he did go to college after that, and then think about, okay, then maybe he went, 4-year degree and then started with Magadon. So think about things like that. We'll kind of go over some of that stuff, just to kind of firm up his background. And does he have any kind of current stress or circumstances going on with him? Things that are bothering him, or is just goes to work, occasionally shoots people,
I'd say, he's got like family stuff stressing him out. I'd say his because it's one of those deals where it's like, oh, you get to see your daughter like every other weekend or whatever, and whenever, like seemingly as of late, like whenever she's around, she'd rather not be around, because so that's just sort of like got him stressed out. He's like, am I doing something wrong? Is this just a phase? Like, what's the deal?
Yeah, and Daddy's gonna be going through a phase soon too. And tonight
Wait, don't say it like that. It just hit me.
And tonight we're purposely not telling you what their tribe is. The character obviously doesn't know what it is, and we're going to kind of save that till later. So you'll find out everyone's tribes at some point. Okay, I think that sounds pretty good for Otto right now. Anything else you want to tell us about him?
Not immediately offhand.
Okay. And so I think I am going to switch to Jen, and let's talk a little bit about Alice.
Okay. So
she's a librarian.
She's a librarian. She grew up in the Midwest in some little boring suburb, and
was it perhaps called Catsbridge?
I don't know if they have a library there.
They're like, we're too small for a library.
Yeah,
Well, we got a superhero.
Right. Yeah. As these worlds combine, Anyway.
Oh, I'm thinking about just creating the both reverse, and basically everything is all connected. Yeah. So yeah, exactly.
That sounds so chaotic.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. So she started off in the Midwest, maybe Catsbridge, sure, why not?
Whatever.
And,
it doesn't matter.
Moved to California to go to UCLA or something like that to get her degree in library science.
Okay.
Stayed there because it was kind of nice, and then moved to like a quieter place because LA's kind of a lot. Yeah. She lives alone. She's just turned 40, kind of has all these weird, awkward feelings about that. Yeah, that's about it. She has plants on her balcony. That's about all. It's just real quiet.
Mm-hmm. So she lives in like an apartment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And any immediate family?
Well, her parents are still in the Midwest somewhere in a boring little
suburb.
Yeah, or Catsbridge or whatever.
I think I might do it. I'll say she's
that. Why not? Yeah. So she does have that. She's an only child, so she doesn't have any siblings. She doesn't have any kids. She's not dating anyone.
Wow.
Kind of boring life right now. And she's so timid though that she wouldn't understand if someone was hitting on her. I think.
Okay. So basically, old maid.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's 40. I mean,
Okay. Okay. I think that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I kind of thought for some stress from her was some of the patrons at the at the library. There's some angry, short-sighted people who were, bitching about, the puppet show at the at the library. I just wanted to throw in a puppet show.
Why not? Yeah, sure.
And they kind of aggravate her. Generally, it's just a lot of old people with nothing else to do but go to the library and complain about things. But another thing is the library starting to face some funding problems. They are a private library as opposed to say a county library.
Right.
So they rely a lot on donations and fundraising, and they've been starting to run into problems with maybe one of their major donors is possibly looking to pull some of their money. So that's another one of the problems she's facing.
Okay.
So okay, anything else you'd like to tell us about Alice? Reminds me of the song "Go Ask Alice."
I mean, people will be asking Alice all day at work, right? Yeah. Now that song's in my head too. Thanks. I forgot about that.
If I start singing, I get sued for being on YouTube. So.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. What else is bugging her? Is bugging her or about her? What would you?
Well, you
just ask.
You tell me.
Okay.
The more I know about her, the more I can ruin her life potentially. So.
Okay. Let's see. Well, she did go to school in LA. And so she knows that there is violence out there, but she's not into guns at all. So she's got like a baseball bat in her car, just in case, Yep. Yeah, something like that. Other than that, she, on her time off, she likes to read like not necessarily occult, but like the books that have to do with Bigfoot sightings and some of the like folklore and things like that.
You're a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah. Yes, not really. It's just entertaining for her,
Well, and that's why we threw in the Bigfoot thing because that might come up at some point. So okay.
Alice becomes the Bigfoot.
Exactly.
Alice was Bigfoot all along.
and another thing we talked about is she did enjoy camping.
Right.
Because it was something she could do by herself.
Exactly. Not have to worry about anybody out there.
Right. Okay. Right. If you think of anything else in the meantime, let me know. All right, let's begin the Diana show.
Hey, what's that supposed to be?
Because I have the feeling we can fill out the rest of another half hour just talking about Diana.
That's true. Yes, Diana's the youngest. I'm 17. I haven't mentioned that yet.
No, not at all. So.
I'm a 17-year-old high school student.
Okay.
About to graduate high school, to be exact.
Well, there might be a problem with that, but
as long as I get my diploma, that's all that matters.
Well, we'll see.
They can mail it to me.
Exactly.
Yeah, they can mail it to me. Well, yeah, I didn't go to my graduation. I just left for Harvard earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so she's 17. Does she work at all, or is her family rich?
She doesn't work, but she does a lot of volunteer hours.
Okay.
She
Is that
volunteered.
court required or something?
No, it's more of her family was like, well, you're so smart, we gotta humble you, so we're gonna force you to work in an animal shelter
Okay, that's fine.
while doing track and field and being the leader of academic teams
Oh,
and the
Jesus.
debate
All right.
team.
Mary Sue. Okay. Anyway, okay.
She's not a Mary Sue, she's a child of an immigrant.
She's a Maria Susanna, right? So, okay. Family. So both parents still alive?
Yes.
Okay.
Her mother is the head of the household,
Okay.
as always.
And okay, so she's track and field, valedictorian,
Mm-hmm. Highly intelligent.
Works at the animal shelter.
Mm-hmm.
She got any stress going on? Is there
there's
maybe some girls that don't like her?
Oh, absolutely. And since she was 12, she's been on very strong anti-anxiety medication after having a mental breakdown, or better known as a nervous breakdown, when she was 12.
Okay.
So she's on a shit ton of medication.
What happens if she goes off them?
Well, that's the thought that I had for her. Her shift, all that medication was suppressing her shift for a couple of years. She forgot to take her medication the day of her graduation.
Okay. Right. That sounds like interesting circumstance. Okay.
She does have a beloved girlfriend.
Okay.
That she tends to
The girlfriend's name.
We haven't come up with that yet.
But she is beloved, though.
Exactly.
She's very beloved.
As soon as I know her name, I'll let you know.
Oh God!
But she is my heart.
Victoria Valentine.
Victoria Valentine.
I don't know.
Sounds like a comic book name.
I was gonna say that's a comic book supporting character.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I mean, she is like a very, famous
Riverdale,
influencer.
Right?
So it works.
Oh, that's right. She's a influencer.
She's an influencer.
Okay.
I feel like there's a bit of stress in that relationship because Diana doesn't have a lot of time in her schedule, and neither does her girlfriend, because she's like a big influencer. So they tend to fight ever so often because, well, they're 17 and hormones.
The world is crashing down around me.
You seem to care more about your free primer than coming to a family dinner, which took me 3 weeks to plan. Well, I'm sorry, I gotta make money like you.
God. We're gonna hear more of this, aren't we?
This is a preview of what's to come.
I know. I feel like I'm going to have to make out a character sheet just for Victoria as well. So. Let's see. There's something else just come to mind. Social influencer. Where's she from?
Her family is from Skopolis, Greece.
Okay.
She and her family moved to Boston, New York when she was only 3 years old.
Boston, New York?
Yes, that's not a city in New York.
No.
Try again.
No, nope.
No, try again. Try again, you'll get there.
Was it Bronx? Is Bronx in New York?
Yes, the Bronx is.
Okay, then it was probably the Bronx, not Boston.
Okay.
Boston's a state.
Okay.
No,
All right.
it's not a state. You know what? Fuck it, I'm bad at geography.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
I failed geography in the
Teenage
3rd grade. I'm a psychologist. I don't need to know where the states are.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a
Or
doctor.
what they're called or anything like that.
Shut you up, from Bronx, New York.
Okay. All right. Bronx, New York. And so she still lives there? Or is...
She is planning to move to Michigan because she got into Harvard.
Okay. Well, hold on. Planning to move to Michigan because she got
For
into Harvard?
Harvard?
Wait,
That's in Michigan, right?
No.
No.
Hold on, where's the fuck is Harvard? Hi everyone, welcome. I have a medical degree, but I don't.
Harvard.
Massachusetts.
Oh my God. Yeah, she definitely did not pass.
wow.
Listen, Diana knows all of this. This bitch failed. I'm good at history, not geography. Okay, I cheated on my geography test in high school because I couldn't learn them.
Oh my God. Now I feel like I just want to ask questions about geography. If I'm in Boston and I want to go to Los Angeles, what direction would I go?
How do I get there?
Look, there's a reason why we have GPSs. I can read a map.
Yeah.
All right. If I'm waiting for the sunset, which way do I look?
I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
Sorry. Okay.
Anyways, away from me not knowing geography.
Yes. Okay. So we know a little bit about Diana. Character-wise, we can talk about their auspice if you want, or if people want to keep that a secret as well. That's up to you guys. You want to keep that a secret as well?
I don't have a problem one way or the other.
Sounds good. Let's keep them guessing until the end. So.
Sure. Why not?
Oh no! Hey, Jolly Roger. Let me see. Let me see what other questions I might want to ask the group. Let me. Un momento, por favor.
No problem.
So, and it looks like Oh, for a second there, I thought Foundry crashed on me. So okay.
Did it?
Let's pull
I don't
out.
think so.
Oh, okay. I know what it can do. I wanted to show Aloysius how you're going to roll dice on
okay.
on here. So not hard, but I just figured I'd just show you. You can. It's very easy. I feel like I'm advertising for
Foundry.
for Foundry. Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty easy.
Yeah. One of the great features is.
You know what? Next thing you know, you will have a sponsorship by Foundry.
That'd be nice. That would be really nice.
I think I figured it out.
Did you? I think you did.
Mm-hmm.
And well, no, not totally. What you're going to do is let me get your character sheet out. What you're going to do is say if you want to roll, let's say intimidation and strength. You're going to click on your abilities first. And then you're going to choose your attribute.
Oh, I guess it would be helpful if I unlocked my sheet. There we go.
And you're going to pick your ability and your attribute. And difficulty is going to be 6 unless I say otherwise. You just click roll. And it's going to tell you the results right here. So very simple. Look at that, 6 successes. Damn. For your gifts, you click on the gift. Click on the gift. Why is it not working?
Is it locked?
I don't think it has to. That's not good.
Uh-oh. Wait. Something happened.
Don't you click the little book next to it?
Nah, you click the gift. Hey, you know what? Let's close this.
The check mark did pop up, though.
Yeah, but we did it with...
Oh, that was me clicking it, probably.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, you click the gift. And what I did is I added notes in for all the gifts.
Dope.
And if it requires dice rolls, you just put in your ability. And it's got other nice little things like you can, what's this, shape change? This one is, what's this one again? This was roll for initiative.
Oh, wow.
So it will just roll your initiative. This one was Oh, soaking damage. So it's bashing damage.
Mhm.
So a lot of the stuff you don't necessarily have to look up. It's got a lot of the stuff in here. So I think it's gonna be pretty easy to use. So again, we talked about nature and demeanor. I may fill those in for folks as we go,
Yeah,
kind of based on what I find. Okay, that's about all I wanted to show on that. Let's get to questions. Let's see what questions you guys have.
Questions. I'll probably find questions as I play. Things
Okay.
I didn't know about.
That's fine.
It's usually how it goes. Yeah, I don't know.
So when does this like take place exactly?
Yeah, that's a
2020,
good one.
2023.
Okay.
Yep.
That was my assumption, but I was like, could be earlier or something.
And it is the same universe as Blood in the Water and Horror No Kill. So
I assumed.
Okay, cool.
they're both reverse. So,
They're both reversed.
yeah. And it is expected to be about 20 years since from what the elders call the beginning of the apocalypse. Some of them call it the final battle. One thing I'm going to tell you in advance is there are more lupus-born Geru now than human-born Geru. There's been some kind of change, mostly because there's been more conservation efforts on wolves. So there's higher wolf populations, but something else is going on. So all three characters are Hamid, so they don't obviously know this, but that's a little tidbit I'm going to throw out for you
Darwin,
guys.
where are you with the lupus born?
I haven't heard from him, so I'm probably going to try one more time and
just be like, bitch, get in here. What are you doing?
Yeah, I just have to check. But
we need the Stan of this game.
Yes. Where's our Stan?
I might, if he's not able to join, I might consider adding a fourth. Just depends on timing and scheduling and all that.
Right.
So,
it's always timing and scheduling.
I mean, you need 3 normal people to balance out my chaos.
Yeah, basically. You will have an NPC. Maybe not quite Donnie. Maybe somebody a little better than Donnie. He'll show up and help balance out the group.
Oh, torture me this time.
But but that's really about it. I'm just ready to start and just start messing some stuff up. So again, we are going to be starting with Diana's first change, and again that is on a week from today on the 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern. So we ask folks to come on back then, and let's see what we can do to this princess. That sounds terrible, but
hey, I'm not a princess. My family line just comes from 400.
You're an angel. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, I'm an angel, and my family line just comes from 400 AD. Okay. So there's a whole document that exists now of just the very first line.
All right. Any final thoughts from folks? I think we'll just go ahead and wrap up then.
I mean, I'm excited.
Yeah, I've said this before, not on camera, live, that last time I played Werewolf was the 90s, and I don't remember a lot of it. So
I have not run Werewolf since the 90s. So
wow.
So
yeah.
I will leave it with 2 things. It's a bit more family lore for Diana, in case the audience is wondering. There has been no one shifting since the 1700s.
Oh, wow.
After the Greek Wars, sure. After the Greek Wars, none of the women in the family, they apparently just stopped shifting, despite us having the DNA too. And Diana is surprisingly a responsible character of mine. That's a new one on this channel. I'm not chaotic.
Yeah. And not a doctor either. So.
Right, right.
I know. Oh, my two things are out the window. I am expecting one of you to yell at me, "You're 17, go be a child." At
I'm sure
some point, that joke will happen.
Don't doubt it.
You never know.
No. Here's the thing. Diana does not give a shit for someone's status. She will fully yell at anyone. She doesn't give a shit.
It could make for
She's
an
a
interesting
woman
run.
in 2023. What else
There you
does she
go.
have to lose?
Could make for an interesting run for her.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, Otto doesn't know shit about any of that.
Yeah, I don't think Alice knows any either, but I'm hoping that her change will break her out of her like timidness, you know?
it could.
Yeah.
I think you've all got interesting concepts that are gonna might be hard to mesh at first.
Like gasp. I'm
Oh,
surprised.
who would have guessed?
Yeah. But I like the concepts you guys have all came up with. Any questions from the viewers that you have for the players? Go ahead and send
type
those.
it in.
Yeah. I especially like Otto with working for a Pentex company.
Yeah,
which
that was
doesn't
like one of the first things that came to mind. I was like,
Yeah.
what if you worked at Pentex? That'd be
Yeah.
horrible and incredible at the same time.
Yeah, that I was really intrigued by. But I think they're going to make a good team. I think I've been talking about running a werewolf game for like a year now, and
Yeah,
finally
something like that. Yeah,
and we finally just put it on the calendar, and just now we're here finally. So, okay.
I will say, once again, me and Jen made characters that complement each other without trying.
Right. I had no idea what was going to happen.
Can we stop this in every single game? We complement each other
We
by
do.
accident.
I would swear you guys get together and plan your characters, but
No, not at all. We just are on the same brainwave for some reason.
Yeah, I was just like, I want a type A character whose story is all about, letting go and having fun. And then your character is just learning how to be social and let go.
I almost feel like, Alice, we could almost turn this into like a Hallmark story. She's the the quiet librarian who who thinks she's found the perfect man, but he's a werewolf.
No.
No,
She's
not the
more
werewolf.
Hallmark.
She's the werewolf.
No, so much more Hallmark with it though. She's just out in the woods after her first change, and there's a big burly guy in a plaid t-shirt just chopping down some wood.
Because of course it has to be a plaid t-shirt.
It has to be plaid.
And
it's jeans that are a little bit too tight, and you know what they're doing. And oh no, it's somehow your childhood friend that moved away years ago.
I think I actually, that's what's gonna be funny is let's see what makes her snap. And
Alice is just having a really shitty day at the library, and then it's just that one person who requires customer service that just pushes her over the edge, and she loses it.
Yeah.
She's just gonna be like, I told you that the bathroom's over there.
No, I can fully see it. Just got out of a meeting, and it's just some like middle-aged and tiled white woman. You're like, I really don't appreciate your stand right here in front of the door. Do you not understand how I feel? It is very inappropriate for the children for you to put that book in front. And Alex just be like, you know what? Fuck you. Look,
I could rant on that real easy if that occurs in the game.
Listen,
no
I'm known for my Karen personality, being able to pull up a Karen personality.
Just like, let me pull on my real life experience and channel it into this character.
Yep.
Look, it's easy to play a Karen when all of your work experience is in customer service. Just say what you want to say.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who knows? Maybe if I need a Karen NPC, I'll just bring Whispers in.
Oh hi. Yes. I mean, I could always, bring in, what was her name? It was Karen Bradley, whose husband was Brad Bradley, and they had a daughter, Tom Thompson. No, that was their son, Tom Thompson, and their daughter's name was Becky Smith.
Okay.
What was this? What was this in?
Oh, I was playing a changeling, and someone asked their
okay.
Karen personality who their family was, so they come up with one.
Oh,
Sure.
God. All right. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up. Thanks
right.
again for everybody who's watching. Appreciate it. And stick with us the next couple weeks as we get the fire burning. Oh, that was terrible. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to come up with better puns before then. So.
I'm just gonna light you on fire for that fire pun. You rolled a nat one. You just rolled a nat one.
And we don't edit anything here. Everything's live. It just goes out. It
just is what it is.
Mm-hmm. It's big sloppy mess. So.
Oh,
cool. And we're hopeful, and we're glad you're here. Thanks for joining.
How long do we hope the campaign lasts?
This is going to go till it's going to go, I believe, 6 episodes. Mm-hmm. So with the last episode would be July 13th. So we're going to be really every Thursday, 8:00 Eastern. So come and give us a watch. And the videos will also be on YouTube. So we post everything on there. So if you miss a game, you can always catch up on there. But
and leave us on a cliffhanger on the last episode and not get that resolved for another 6 months.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
Yeah, but there's so many other games we want to run. That's
true.
Mm-hmm. If all I was going to run is one game here, I'd be probably every month starting a new series. But,
I know, but the wait for Blood in the Water season 3 is killing
us.
It is.
And I think you saw my note today.
Yes.
It's coming back in September.
Yes, which I'm
instead of January. So 4 months earlier.
That's good.
That's
good.
I love.
There's a lot of loose ends on that one.
I know, especially with fucking Layla. She's she's making all the terrible decisions.
I know.
I was thinking about it today. I was like, I think Layla's joining the Sabbat.
Yeah, I think so.
Look, see, at least I gave you my number and everything you would need to reach help.
Yeah.
If something happened.
Yeah.
Watch her just pitch that immediately.
No. I am fully prepared to use what was it? It was like the Stare of the Wild or something to like calm your inner beast and be like, fucking a bitch, calm the fuck down.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, my friends, let's go ahead and wrap up, and we will see you again in about a week. Good night, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.